Hi everyone, my name's Calleja from Pregnancy and Me, and today again I'm with Shraddha Patel from Amethyst, Physio, and this is the third of our series talking about experiencing our different emotions and some ways of releasing them. So keep watching because Shraddha will have a live demonstration on how to do a tapping session to help release some of that. So let's go to Shraddha. Go on, Shraddha. Talk about the different emotions and how it affects your bodies.
So yes, Joe, that's what we've been doing from the first part one, that we talked about different emotions and we talked about different ways to handle. And today we're going to talk about why do we face these emotions so challenging? Why it's
Yes,
so challenging,
that's right. And
right?
especially during pregnancy, like you said, it can be even harder because you've got your hormones all over the place.
That's and that's exactly what I want to talk. That hormones are real, okay? And it's interesting. Sometimes even before you get that pregnancy test positive, just use actually it already starts. The
Mm,
moment you become, you
that's
start
true.
that suddenly, I don't feel fit enough, or you go to party and you feel like I wasn't fitting in today. I don't know what's happening. So
That's
hormones are, you guys, okay, understand that, accept it, look it as it's only 9 months,
yeah.
okay. So you gotta look at it like that.
And
Second is,
especially, sorry, Shraddha, but especially in the beginning, you feel so tired and fatigued, don't you, in the beginning, and you don't know why. Well, it's your
once
hormones, isn't it?
it takes time for body to adjust. You're right.
Yeah.
I think it's the first trimester. It's very
Yes.
challenging hormone wise. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And yeah, and I think in middle trimester it's not too bad because now you're adjusted with your hormone. But then comes physical challenges, which
Yes,
goes till the end.
that's
Yeah,
right.
bodily changes. And that's interesting because look, your circulatory system, your skeletal system, they all are adjusting to make a room for the extra room for the little
Yeah.
baby, which is going to weigh at least 2 to 3 kg more, I think.
Yes,
It
that's
was
right.
in my case 3 kg baby, and everyone was saying little, so I can't imagine
Yeah, I have nearly a 4K baby,
how much
so
body.
big baby.
How much body is going to cope. Imagine for that extra, a little life that is, in your womb. So
Yeah,
yes, you feel like your heart is, pumping a little faster,
yeah,
or you feel like your bones are, your joints are not as fit. You feel like, oh, my ankle can sprain anytime if I'm not careful.
yes. Yeah, you lose balance and all sorts of things.
Yeah, yeah. So these changes are real.
Mm.
And that's why it's so important to accept that, yes, for 9 months, it's going to be like this. For hormonal changes, we're going to talk about amazing technique, emotional freedom technique at the end.
Yeah,
And for
I'm looking
bodily
forward to that.
changes,
Mhm.
I know too. So for bodily changes, I highly recommend relaxation. I have taught a lot of my pregnant women, my clients who come for the physio session, but I always make sure that they learn the relaxation and practice it. So these are the two things. But why we're having this talk today is that I myself, I'm a physiotherapist. I was doing meditation, I was doing exercises, but there were times in my pregnancy, both times, that there were challenges, like something that is beyond my understanding. And that's why I really love talking with Joe, because Joe understands where these all deep rooted things suddenly comes on a surface, and
Yeah,
especially during the, yeah. So
that's
please,
right.
Joe, talk about it. Yes.
Yes, you're right. There are some like really deep-rooted emotions, and we carry these within our energy field, and we really don't know why or where they come from. And through the things that I mean, there are others, but the three that I'll talk about today is childhood trauma. Um, we can have things that happen to us in our childhood, and that's anywhere between the ages of 0 and 10 years of age, where it's carried on into our adulthood. Um, and I'll come back to that in a minute. The second thing I wanted to talk about is our energetic lineage. So knowing that the cells in your body also has your grandmother's cells in your body, and that everything that she's experienced is also within you, and you may be experiencing that as well without even knowing that. And then the third thing is past life regression. So past life regression is really interesting in that we carry patterns, imprints, behaviours from a past life, and unless that lesson has been learned in those other lives, then it's brought into this life as well. And so there are techniques that are used to clear that too. So if we go back to childhood trauma, I recently saw a video by Brené Brown who talks about it as stories we tell ourselves. She has interviewed over the last 15 years a number of men and women, and 85% of those men and women can relate to a childhood story that occurred while they were learning. And that affected their creativity, with it, such as art or writing skills. And what it showed is just because someone else didn't put a value on you and your work, that shouldn't stop you from doing those things. But unfortunately, it does. And so those memories that we experience in our childhood are carried into our adulthood. So we'll say things like, oh, I can't write well, or I can't speak publicly. And that's because we've been shamed by someone during our childhood. And those shameful feelings turn into grief or resentment or judgment, all those hard negative thoughts. And we carry that with us. And and it's until you find the right technique that works for you, and this is what I work with, or work with people one-on-one, in releasing a lot of those emotions and giving you a different perspective on how you can view that and why that occurred. And you'll actually walk away transformed, and you'll never view that memory shown as it has been shown to you all those years differently. And so, yeah, people really have such profound transformations. The second thing is energetic lineage. This one's just so unusual and such a wonderful experience as well, where you actually feel the lives of your ancestors are actually within you. So everything they've experienced is in your body and held within your energy field. And again, it's looking at those different energies, going to the core and the source of where they were created, and then not only releasing it from yourself, but releasing it from all your past ancestors. So your mother, your grandmother, your great-grandmother. So however long it's been carried within you is finally released. And that means your daughter, your son, is also released from those energies that could be holding you back. And then the third thing, past life regression. Past life regression is a beautiful modality as well, where we actually go and visit a different past life that has occurred. And sometimes we carry things and we don't know why we feel that way or we do what we're doing. And it's until we actually visit a past life, and that's through hypnosis and going into trance, you view things differently. It gives you a new purpose. It gives you a new perspective on why you do what you do. And it also can clear things that have happened in your past life so that they're no longer repeated in this life. And that can be quite powerful as well. So they're the three types of different techniques that can clear your past. I call it discovering your living past and releasing the emotions, the beliefs, the imprints that you've brought into this life, and that you really no longer need to be carrying them anymore. So that's it in a nutshell. But I think Shraddha wants to also show us a technique of moving those stale negative energies within us through EFT or tapping. Is that right, Shraddha?
Yes, Joe. I could listen it forever. Well, EFT, yes, emotional freedom tapping. It actually works really great on moment to moment basis and does give you that lift or shift into the emotion that you need, at that time.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that what you're doing probably gives a very deep transformative long-term
Yes.
relief.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, yeah, I think that
Definitely.
would need a one-on-one session, definitely. But yeah, but yeah, why not? Let's talk about EFT because this is a very practical tool and
Yeah.
everyone will love using it. So let's start.
And
So I'll show you what I do and I teach my clients, and I know that Joe is expert in it, but she asking me to do it. So let me show.
yes.
So I start with this karate chop point. Then I will move on the top of the eyes, corner of the eyes, under the nose, under the chin, and this is the last thing where I go. I'm sure there are many other points, but these are the points I use. All right. So the way I do is EFT is it starts. So okay, again, emotional freedom technique. Okay, you want to free from those emotions, right?
Which one are you going to
Start.
concentrate on, Shraddha?
Yes, yes. So I'm going to, so yeah, that's how it works. Very first thing is you have to concentrate on what you want to work on, number one. And as far as I know, from my pregnancy, it was mainly exhaustion, fatigue, and just lack of mood, mainly.
Yes. Yes,
So
definitely.
I'll talk about, yeah. So it starts with acceptance because you had to accept. Then second is choose what you want to choose to feel right now, and the last is what do you actually wish to change. So number one, acceptance. Even though I feel very tired and fatigued right now, even though, and notice that I'm actually taping nice and firm, even though I feel exhausted, I choose to feel relaxed in this moment. I choose to be calm. And I really deeply wish that I feel more energetic every time I have a little nap. I come out of it as much more vitalized so that I can focus and concentrate on things that I need to do. So I feel unstuck. And this is so. So this is very quick, Joe, but yeah, it's
So how many repetitions do you think you need to do?
all right. I like to tell my clients to give at least 5 sentences on acceptance. So you do 5 sentences, I feel this. And then I tell them to do 5 times repeat what you choose to feel instead. So I choose to feel relaxed, I choose to feel calm, joyful. And the last is 5 sentences where you put wishing sentence like I wish I can feel uplifted. I wish I can feel more loved. But yeah, I don't know, 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And does it matter which hand do you use?
I I I like to use both hands. Yeah.
Even when you go to this area, does it matter whether you use one or the
Oh,
other?
all right. Now that's a very interesting question, Joe. I was born left-handed and then got converted to right. So it's sometimes, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I tend to use, I don't
So,
know, both.
so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I don't know. Sometimes it goes like this, sometimes it goes like this. Yeah.
So really what you're doing is just moving energy throughout your body. Is that right? I know that you have a scientific explanation as to what you're doing or what tapping does. What's that explanation?
All right. So as far as I know that I thought that I knew it, that but EST, so all these tapping points are called meridian points. Meridian points are the points which connects the surface of the body to the part of your midbrain, which is called amygdala. And that is responsible, that regulates our limbic system. So it's responsible for decision making, emotional reactions. And when you tap on them, actually, that it actually sends the signals to release the kind of neurotransmitters that will help you in that emotional shift. And I think it's very concrete. Like if we do it for 2-3 minutes, you can actually feel the difference. And as we
Yeah.
both are, me and Joe both love Maggie Wild, and
Yes.
she uses this technique in her CPR brain training.
Yes.
And I also seen some of the famous guys like Mike Mandel. He used this for fibrosis, pain
Wow.
of fibrosis, overcome. Yeah,
Yeah.
and but anyway,
That's
many
interesting.
pretty famous technique actually. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. So from my perspective, I see that as a shift in energy. So you're shifting your energy levels, or what your stale energy that's trapped in your energy field, and that our energy, or a healthy energy, works between 62 and 72 hertz. So when our energy frequency lowers, then we're more susceptible to inflammation and different diseases that could occur. So it's important to try to keep your vibrations high so you can reflect or repel those negative energies, and maintain the healthy frequency for your body. So this is why I also love EFT or tapping, in that you're creating the healthy energy to move through and remove and expel the stale and negative energy that you could be experiencing. So I love it. So thanks, Shraddha, for sharing that with us. I think that was terrific.
I love it. I love your perspective on it.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's lovely.
Actually, the energy, right? You
Yeah,
actually, the first thing you talked about frequency. That was very interesting. Never knew
yeah,
that.
yeah. Because
Actually,
we're all
what,
running on frequency. Mm-hmm.
wow. Why don't we do the whole live or whole talk on just EFT?
I love it. Yeah, we could spend a whole session just doing different
Yeah.
forms of EFT and have different ways of experiencing that. Yeah, I think that let's do that. Let's do a whole session where we just do
Yeah.
tapping and EFT. Sounds great.
Yeah. That's great. Yes. Yes.
Or our subscribers
All
or viewers might have some other ideas they'd like us to share with them.
right. Yeah.
Feel free to subscribe or like or comment and let us know.
Yeah.
We'd love to
Yeah.
hear from you.
That's right. Yes. So anyway, awesome, Joe. Awesome. Love
Thank
today.
you. Thank you,
Um,
Shraddha. Yes, it was
yeah.
a great day.
Yep. So, all right, guys, you've been listening. Joe Calleja from Pregnancy and Me, Shraddha Patel from Amethyst Physio, and please like and subscribe us, because more people like us, more we would love to talk more about this
Sounds
pregnancy
great.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
love it.
right.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Bye,
Joe.
everyone. Bye.